It was the fragrant aroma of Indian spices that attracted so many trading boats to India hundreds of years ago. At first, they took only the spices, but when the Portuguese began to pull up the pepper plants to take back home, there was panic in Malabar. People ran to Zamarin. Do something! Don't let them take our plants. The Zamarin smiled and said, let them take the pepper plant, but can they take away the last monsoon rain that gives the pepper its special zing? What is the special magic of Malabar monsoon that gives special flavor to the spices grown here? Let's find out. The Greek word peppery, the Latin pipper and the English pepper, all the names originate from the Sanskrit name pipali. There is another name for it in Sanskrit, marich. That means a particular fire. When you eat pepper the first time, you will indeed feel the fire in your mouth.
For pepper climber or pepper creeper, you need a tree which has thorns like this so that it can easily go up.
Pepper is used to cure cough, colic, worms and several other diseases. The Egyptians used it to embalm their mummies, while the Dutch used it as an insect repellent.
Let me unfold the mystery of spices that we have in Kerala. This pear-looking fruit is, what is it, Mujib?
Nutmeg.
This is nutmeg.
In India, we call them Jaifal and Javitri. They are used both in the Ayurvedic and Unani system of medicine as a stimulant and digestive, and are even said to have aphrodisiac qualities. Nutmeg produces a powerfully scented oil which is wonderful for the skin and is even used for ringworm cure. Nutmeg and mace are closely linked. In fact, they are the parts of the same plant with a lovely name, Myristica fragrans.
To get mace and nutmeg, it's not so easy. When the fruit becomes ripe, it splits open and then you shake the tree and it falls down. To get mace, this is what mace is, you have to dry it for about 12 to 15 days. And to get nutmeg, it has a hard outer shell. Even this has to dry, and when it is ready, you'll come to know, you just shake it, and when it shakes like a rattle, that means it's dried and ready to use.
What is clove? Looks like a little nail, doesn't it? That's what the English name literally means. They are actually dried flower buds of the plant that was introduced to India about 200 years ago by the British. Clove is an integral part of the highly decorated Indian spice mix, garam masala.
Cloves are not only used in food, but it has lots of medicinal value also. Clove oil is used for toothache. What does it do? It numbs that area. Why? Because it has anesthetic properties.
Now we come to cinnamon. We all like to have cinnamon in our food, especially apple pie. Anyway, in Indian food also we use a lot of cinnamon. In curries, in garam masala especially, cinnamon has a very special role because it gives a flavor which has little sweetness to it. And cinnamon comes from this tree.
Cinnamon actually is a native of Sri Lanka. What we use is the inner bark of the tree, and it has a warm, fragrant, sweet aromatic flavor. It also is a good granny cure for nausea. A drop or two of cinnamon oil on a lump of sugar is good for nosebleed also.
And from this tree itself, you can get bay leaves. These leaves that you see, they're very, very tender. Do not use them. You can only use them when they are mature. That's when they get their maximum flavor.